As we await developments in the back and forth between the U.S. and Iran over a framework for a truce in the now 3-month-long war, CBS News has learned that the president made further edits to the U.S. proposal on Friday, and mediators now wait on Iran's response. We begin today with Ukrainian fears that Russia will soon stage a massive attack on Kyiv, which sources tell CBS News could include strikes on the presidential office and government buildings. When we spoke exclusively to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy on Friday, he told us about the increased attacks from the Russians in recent weeks and the dire need for assistance from the U.S.
We think that we will have a big attack from Russian side using drones, using cruise missiles and ballistic. And we see the preparation. Always we see the preparation. By the way, we are thankful to United States and European partners when they share with us intelligence. So when we know that Russia prepares a big, massive attack, definitely our partners also know. Maybe not a lot of details, but we know. We have each day attack from Russian side on civilians and of course on battlefield. And 2 times a week or 2 times per 10 days, they have big, massive attacks with ballistic and etc. Last massive attack, just to understand, it was some days ago, it was 600 drones, Iranian drones, Shaheeds, and they had 35, about 30 plus ballistic missiles, and total it was 90 missiles and more than 600 Iranian drones. So it was very difficult to destroy it. We used all our weapons, what we have, what we produce, and of course we used anti-ballistic missiles. This is the biggest deficit for us.
We're hearing from European countries that Russia is taking more and more operational risks in Europe. Why do you think Vladimir Putin is taking these risks at this moment?
First of all, it's not the first time. Yes, he's doing such pressure. I think it's political pressure. It's messages from Russia, don't help Ukraine. I think this is the most usual meaning what he used. Don't, if you will help Ukraine, I will do these such steps. So he tried once crossing at the very beginning of this war. He did it in Romania, and then a little bit later it was in Poland when they used 21 drones. Usually we try to catch all the drones, even when they're direction to other countries like Romania, Moldova, or the direction of Poland. We try to catch everything. If we can't, of course, we give these messages to our partners. We try to help them. And also the same with the Baltic countries, Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia. So Russia uses this just to attack politically and by weapon pressure on NATO countries to look and the reaction. So the reaction, I think the reaction has to be more strong from the unity of NATO countries. And I think that Putin is comparing how this reaction and how it's changed during this 1 year or 2 years, 3 years. This is the way how, and he also, the testing of air defense of other countries, NATO countries, which are bordering us or bordering Belarus or Russia. So he's testing what air defense they have. Can they destroy all the missiles or drones? This is what I think.
You sent a personal letter to the White House and to Congress within the past few days explaining that ballistic missiles, as you put it, remain Vladimir Putin's last major battlefield advantage. You need a surge of interceptors to take these missiles out. Have you gotten a response from America?
This is this is the priority for us and big challenge. We had a very difficult, tough winter. Russia attacked us by a lot of ballistic missiles on our energy infrastructure, water supply, schools, universities. It was very difficult. Now we see a big deficit. Of course, one of the reasons is the situation in the Middle East with the Iranian war. And we see that the deficit is increasing. And we need to hurry up to rush and to send messages and meetings and do a lot of meetings with other partners. We don't see enough missiles in production of the United States. We see that it can be crisis in the world, including Middle East. Of course, I hope, God bless, that the ceasefire will be long and lasting peace. I wish it to Middle East countries and to the United States. And I hope that President Trump and his team and American side will negotiate ceasefire. But what we see, we have to prepare for the challenges. And we in Ukraine, we don't have ceasefire. We have a long 5 years war. And we see that Russia is increasing in their internal production, the production of ballistic missiles. And we have deficit with anti-ballistic. This is a big problem. I sent a letter to the White House and Congress of the United States, and I hope that they will understand and will answer, respond. And this is very important. We need to increase the production.
Secretary of State Rubio recently said that Ukraine has the strongest military in all of Europe. The Army Secretary of the United States called the Ukrainian battlefield the Silicon Valley of war, praising how you've integrated AI and anti-drone technology. So you have this edge on this type of warfare. Can you use it in any way to take down these Russian missiles, or are you solely dependent on American manufacturing to help?
When we've got messages to help in the Middle East, to defend some bases with some American soldiers and also infrastructure of Middle East countries like Saudi or Emirates and etc. And I came with our groups. We sent more than 200 our experts. Such a level of soft and different kind of interceptors, radars, systems of electronic warfare, and nobody has. Secretary is right. So we have, and we can destroy all kinds of drones. We can destroy a lot of different missiles, but we don't have still in our total program and system, we don't have anti-ballistic. This is the biggest problem. Yes, we are on the way. By the way, I wanted to say, so we will build it. I know, but we need time for this. But during this time, we lose people. And we remember that the United States helped us from the very beginning of this war. So, of course, we are very thankful and we are ready to share what we have. But till the moment we will produce our European anti-ballistic system, till this moment, we need support from the United States.
Secretary Rubio said there are no negotiations scheduled between Russia and Ukraine. He seems to be acknowledging this is completely stalled. President Putin's spokesperson said it is too early to speak in specifics about the end of the war. Do you think Russia can ever come to negotiate an end?
Yes, of course. We are ready to speak bilaterally with Russia. I'm ready to meet with Putin if he will be ready. I think we need more sanctions. I think we need more pressure. And you asked when they will be ready and if they will be ready. Theoretically, I think yes. More sanctions, more pressure, they will be ready for the dialogue. Even now, they have losses, 35,000 soldiers, Russian soldiers per month.
Wow.
And it's a huge number of losses. Really, we increased this number. They increased the number to attack us, and that's why the number of losses is very big. And each month, you have to know that they mobilize, I think, the same very comparable number with the losses. So this is a problem for them, the deficit of people, and they are on the way to the big crisis with the people. I think that all these things will push them to the dialogue.
When is the last time you heard from Secretary Rubio or Steve Witkoff or Jared Kushner, the president's peace envoys? And will they ever come to Kyiv?
Yes, we count on their coming to Kyiv. I hope that they will find a possibility to come during 2 weeks. But at least I've got such message from my negotiation group. They told me that they had contacts with Steve and Jared, and they said that they are ready to come to Ukraine and to speak. If, of course, if, always if, Margaret, and today, if it meant Middle East.
Yeah.
So I don't know what will be in the Middle East and how you close to negotiations, positive one. Again, hope so. So I don't know it, but I think that we need to see American negotiation group in Ukraine. They've never been here. I think it's important not also for us. It's useful for them to understand, to see people that the life is going on, but we want to stop this war. It means to stop Russia. They've been several times in Moscow. I said previously about it. If they want to go this time to Moscow, they have to come to Kyiv and then go to Moscow. I think it will be helpful.
Before I let you go, I just want to come back to what you mentioned in regard to drone technology and this offer that you made to the United States. Is the deal progressing or is it stalled?
So we wanted very much to do the first drone deal with the United States, like with the first strategic partner. But the United States wanted to check all our types of drones. I accepted this document, this way how they wanted first to train, to check, to use it in the sky, on the water, because we have not only sky drones, we have sea drones and etc. So I accepted this way, but we still didn't accept a drone deal like the big document. I hope that we are on the way, but we have already drone deals with some Middle East countries, and we have already drone deals with some European countries. Now we're preparing the big drone deal with EU, and I hope that we will have such decisions with American partners. I count on it.
You count on it. And you need to keep working with Silicon Valley and American technology companies on this?
We want very much, yes, because American technological company, they have a lot of different interesting AI technologies, what we don't have. And we have a lot of things what they don't have because our experience on the battlefield. I think this cooperation can be huge and the most powerful in the world. So we need to negotiate already, not to speak about it, just to make steps and to do it as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm. You need President Trump to say yes, it sounds like.
Yes, we need President Trump to say yes.
Our full interview with President Zelenskyy is available on our website, YouTube page, and our podcast.